ABC Sports is always online on AOL, keyword ABC Sports. Now stay tuned for your local news and World News Tonight Saturday over most of these ABC stations. This has been a presentation of ABC Sports, home of the Little League World Series.
Sunday, Martin Sheen and Lori Loughlin.
Hands behind your head.
She was proud to protect and serve until a fellow officer
It's a little lonely out here at night.
stripped her of her pride.
Charlie, please.
Now she stands alone
Somebody tried to kill me last night.
against one of her own. ABC Sunday.
Good evening, I'm Todd Olber.
I'm Vanessa Eccles. Next on Eyewitness News at 6, one man is in jail tonight charged with killing a 15-month-old baby. We'll have a live report.
A Central Florida woman is forced off the road and raped. Tonight, the search is on for her attacker.
And this girl survived a terrible accident that killed her parents and her brother. Tonight, friends and strangers are doing what they can to help.
And we're watching some potential trouble in the tropics, along with your sports highlights. All next on Eyewitness News at 6.
Ah, the noble grape. Ripe, rich, and royal, the veritable emeralds and rubies of the fruit kingdom. You've seen them in famous paintings, reclining in elaborate centerpieces. Oh, they're regal, yes. But here at Winn-Dixie, they're priced for a democracy. So take them to the ball game, pack them in picnics, snack on them, have fun with them, show them the American way. Winn-Dixie, more choices, low prices.
Hurricane season is bearing down on us, and that means you need to be prepared. The Orlando Utilities Commission, in cooperation with WFTV, Winn-Dixie, and WDBO, have developed the 1997 Hurricane Guide, filled with useful information and preparedness guidelines your family needs. The 1997 Hurricane Guide is just one more way that OUC is there for you before disaster strikes. And if the need arises, you can count on OUC to help you recover from whatever Mother Nature may send our way. Get your 1997 Hurricane Guide at any Winn-Dixie and be prepared.
From WFTV Channel 9, Orlando, Central Florida's news leader. This is Eyewitness News at 6.
A baby is dead tonight, and now this man is charged with killing the 15-month-old boy. Good evening. Our top story, an already sad story, ends in tragedy tonight.
Yesterday, we told you that a 15-month-old baby was in critical condition after his babysitter allegedly shook him. Just hours ago, that baby died. 15-month-old Alexander Arroyo was rushed to Arnold Palmer Hospital. He had a blood clot on his brain. Doctors had to put the baby in a coma in trying to relieve the pressure on his brain. He appeared brain dead yesterday. This afternoon, again just a few hours ago, Arroyo died.
Now, Castillo was originally charged with aggravated child abuse. Police say he violently shook the child. Castillo told investigators he accidentally dropped the baby while giving him a bath. Now, Castillo is charged with first-degree murder. He's being held at the Orange County Jail with no bond. Meanwhile, investigators are still looking for the killer who gunned down a convenience store owner. Himraj Prasad was murdered inside the H&R convenience store in Plymouth on Wednesday. Investigators say they're looking for information on a man with a red flat-top haircut who was at the scene at the time of the murder.
A rapist in South Daytona is proving there is no such thing as a safe place. Early this morning, a woman was attacked while driving on a busy road. Tracy Sievertson is live on the corner of Ridgewood Road and Venture Drive, where that assault took place. Tracy?
This is an especially frightening case because it was so random and the rapist showed absolutely no concern for getting caught. Shortly after midnight this morning, a 23-year-old woman was just driving home from work on this busy street when a rapist ran her off the road.
As she's driving down the road in the outside lane, he pulls from the inside lane, forcing her to the curb.
The rapist took the time to put the hazard lights on the victim's car. He left the two cars right here on the road where anybody could see as he committed the crime in the woods. When the victim was run off the road, she may have thought she was in an accident, but she didn't have time to assess the situation. Her car door was unlocked, and the rapist ran up and dragged her out into the woods. Police say door locks are a motorist's first and only line of defense.
Usually when I drive at night, by myself, I do, but not the daytime.
Don't stop for anybody. And if they run you up to the curb, drive around the curb if you can, keep on going, back up, whatever you got to do to get away.
Now, police are looking for a white man in his early to mid-30s. They think he has dark hair, clean-shaven. He weighs about 180 to 200 pounds, and he's about 5'10". He was driving an 80s model white Ford Mercury or Cougar Thunderbird or Mercury. And if you have any information about this case, please call the South Daytona Police Department. One more clue about this rapist. He was wearing a dark T-shirt that said, "I'm the man." If you know any man who has a T-shirt like that, that may be the man police are looking for. We're live in South Daytona. I'm Tracy Sievertson, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, Tracy, thank you. A dog attack in Brevard County this weekend left a pizza delivery man with some nasty wounds. He was delivering pizza to a home in Port St. John this afternoon. As he approached the house, a pit bulldog attacked and bit him at least twice. The man was rushed to the hospital. Police say his hands were badly wounded. The victim's name has not been released.
Engineers are still trying to find out why a roof collapsed at a Central Florida mall. The roof at the Morrison's Cafeteria in the Lake Square Mall caved in Thursday night. It was raining hard in Leesburg that night, and there's speculation that the storm caused the damage. There's construction going on at another store, but officials say they don't believe that has anything to do with the roof collapse.
There are a few more folks who are ready to come to the rescue in Volusia County tonight. The Red Cross spent the day training 40 volunteers to handle mass care disasters. With no real disaster or victims, volunteers were left to use their imagination and wits in problem solving.
It puts you in some real situations that ordinarily you wouldn't have time to really sit down and consider.
Like what?
Well, like the restroom aspect, you really don't think about. When you open a shelter, you expect it to go smoothly, everything by the book. What if food hasn't arrived?
Now, volunteers are always needed. If you'd like to help during a hurricane or a natural disaster, contact your local Red Cross office.
A Central Florida community is reaching out to a young girl who's shown us all what it means to have strength in tough times. We'll have details on the very generous effort next on Eyewitness News at 6.
Ever thought of a doozy of an idea? He jumped into a pile of cow manure. We've had a few I wish I'd never done. We didn't want to burn our boobs. Bad ideas, including mine. Next, Oprah.
Monday at 4 p.m. on Channel 9.
NN 9 investigates shocking allegations at a local rehab center. Patients working slave labor instead of getting addiction therapy. Addicts counseling juvenile delinquents, and much more. Are millions of your tax dollars paying for patient abuse? Monday at 6 p.m. on Channel 9.
This auto update is brought to you by Central Florida Lincoln Mercury.
Central Florida Lincoln Mercury continues to set sales records. They've sold more Grand Marquis than any other dealer in Orlando, ranking them 8th in the nation in Grand Marquis sales. With the largest inventory in Central Florida and over 240 in stock, combined with savings of $5,000 off any Grand Marquis, Central Florida Lincoln Mercury is the place to buy your next Grand Marquis. Plus, they will beat any dealer's legitimate offer. $5,000 off any Grand Marquis in stock can only be found at Central Florida Lincoln Mercury in Orlando.
What have you been doing? We've been trying to call you for years.
Wait a minute. Where's your phone?
You left it, you Dornick.
Earth isn't ready for this technology. You're going back.
You just better hope they haven't gotten a hold of it yet.
Call 1-800-801-2100. Prime Code. Someday, everything will work this well.
A small community in Seminole County is rallying around a young girl who lost her whole family in a car accident.
And you may recall 2 months ago, 8-year-old Brittany Austin survived a car crash in Volusia County. Her parents and brothers were killed instantly. Today, a small town outside Sanford held a fundraiser for Brittany. Channel 9's Ryan Serber talked with Brittany, and he joins us live right now. Ryan, how is Brittany doing?
I'll tell you what, for an 8-year-old girl, she is doing remarkably well for losing her parents just recently. She now lives in a very small town in Seminole County, but you're about to find out it may be a small town, but they have big hearts.
Hello, testing, testing.
It's been a traumatic few months for this 8-year-old Seminole County girl. But today, Brittany Austin can smile and laugh as a whole town has come together for a special fundraiser in her honor.
It's good, I had fun.
Brittany lost her parents and brother in this car accident back in June. It happened on Highway 46 in Volusia County. Today, the small town of Geneva, where Brittany now lives, wanted to help their little darling, so they threw a barbecue. Brittany has touched and inspired many here, including Seminole County Sheriff Don Esslinger.
you can hardly even relate to, losing your family in one accident and her coming out the way she did. It's just something that touches all of us.
The event here today raised about $1,000 for Brittany. It will go towards two different things. First, essential needs like clothes. The second thing will go toward fun things like the zoo. And no one appreciates the support any more than Brittany's grandmother, who is now her guardian. Doris Phillips says both friends and faith are getting them through this tragedy.
Brittany and I each day grow stronger in our faith in God. And he's seeing us through this.
I want to thank everybody who came here today. Okay, bye.
Now that has to make you smile. What a great story. There is a trust fund set up in Brittany Austin's name. If you would like to donate, all you have to do is go to any Barnett bank. Reporting live, Ryan Serber, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Remarkable young lady there. Thanks, Ryan. A large part of Volusia County is under a rabies quarantine this weekend. It covers portions of New Smyrna Beach and Port Orange between the Intercoastal Waterway, west to I-95 and Dunlawton, south to Route 34. The latest rabies scares involves a dog named Cheyenne that fought with a rabid raccoon. All residents in the quarantine zone must keep their pets indoors. So far this year, there have been 21 cases of rabies in Brevard County.
There could be some tropical trouble brewing in the Gulf. Meteorologist Larry Hanley has the details and the rest of your weekend forecast. That's coming up.
Plus, a Central Florida attraction that is really out of this world celebrates a big event. Stay with us.
There are 3 things you can count on during summer in Florida. 1, it will rain every day at 3 o'clock. 2, someone will say, this is the worst year for mosquitoes I've ever seen. 3, there will be a really great summer sale at Bell's. The Bell's Summer Blast Sale. Save 25 to 50% on clothing, gifts, and accessories specially chosen for the Florida summer. But hurry, by our calculations, summer's already halfway gone. The Bell's Summer Blast Sale. Simply Florida.
The mega deal is still hot. Get any pizza for just $8.99. That's any pizza, any size, any number of toppings, just $8.99. It's the mega deal. And a second pizza for just $6.99. Try classic hand-tossed, crunchy thin crust and ultimate deep dish. All for $8.99. Any pizza, any size, any number of toppings. So call Domino's and get the $8.99 mega deal.
We're back this Saturday at Toyota of Orlando on West Colonial Drive, where it's the 97 countdown.
Folks, I want you to listen to me. Right now, this Saturday, we are open late. The 98s are arriving. We've marked down every 97 to the lowest price in Central Florida. Can you imagine new 97 Corollas with automatic transmission or 5-speed, factory air and more at only $12,466? We have 10 at that price right now this Saturday at Toyota of Orlando. Buy that same car with $49 down. Only $159 a month. 10 at that payment right now this Saturday, only at Toyota of Orlando.
Eyewitness Weather is brought to you by Lowe's.
The center that brings the space program down to Earth is celebrating an anniversary this weekend. The Kennedy Space Center has been in business 30 years today. To celebrate it through a party of intergalactic proportions with a country music flavor, more than 2.5 million people visit that center every year.
Here's some rumblings out there.
There are some rumblings out there. We had some pretty heavy rainfall move through the Orlando area maybe an hour, hour and a half ago. That's all moving north. Things will be getting better, but we still have to deal with some rainfall right now. On the Doppler 9000 radar network, we see some showers and some thunderstorms out there, mainly over interior sections. The coasts have been pretty dry today, but the bigger thunderstorms right now over western portions of Volusia County and also eastern portions of Lake County. Again, all these moving off to the north at about 15 to 20 miles per hour, so they're moving on pretty quickly, and at least in the last 15 minutes appear to be dissipating in their strength a little bit, so maybe they are dying out. We'll see them end completely as we head into about 8 o'clock tonight. Take a look at Sky Vision 9 from the day today. We saw the clouds moving from the south to the north and watch them get thicker and more ominous looking as we head through the middle and latter part of the afternoon. Some big thunderstorms rumbling through the downtown area as they moved on to the north, and they produced quite a bit of rain in a short period of time. The 24-hour forecast showing some clouds in the forecast right through the evening hours, temperatures falling to around 73 by morning under fair skies, and then some more sunshine as we head through the early part of the day tomorrow, giving way to some thunderstorms by later on and temperatures near 90 degrees. Here's what we had for you numbers-wise. Orlando picked up about 1/3 of an inch of rain. High temperature near 92 degrees today. Everybody right around that 90-degree mark, and That was the most rainfall we picked up from these 3 locations. Currently cloudy skies at 75 degrees, winds are east at 8. Humidity's up there and the barometer's rising at 30.05. Lots of clouds around. On the tight satellite picture over Florida, you can see the higher cloud tops indicated in red, but they're all coming from this area out to our west, which is an area of low pressure that could potentially develop into something tropical over the next couple of days. Right now, it is not a tropical system, and that's because up above the system, it's kind of cold up there, and the tropical systems by nature are warmer systems, and this just doesn't have it yet, but they do have a way of transforming themselves over time. So given time, this may become a tropical system drifting off to the west and southwest. It has been investigated by Air Force reconnaissance planes and will again tonight to see if the pressures are dropping or it's developing any closed circulation. But right now we can clearly see the spin to it as it moves along the Gulf of Mexico just offshore off to the west and southwest. We are seeing some showers and thunderstorms with this, obviously, more so down to the south of it, but out to the east of it. A lot of activity, too, and some of that is being thrown over toward Florida, and you can see this line that has moved across the state, and we can expect maybe a similar instance tomorrow if this thing holds together and continues to spin out over the Gulf of Mexico. Here's what we expect as we head through Sunday. The storm moves a little bit further out to the west. Could be a depression by this time, but moving away from us, so good news there. A line of just destabilized air over the southeast, continuing to produce some showers and thunderstorms there. Tonight, falling to around 73 degrees with evening thunder. Tomorrow, early sunshine, and then some afternoon thunderstorms, a high near 92. Your forecast is calling for a high near 91 tomorrow on the coast. A few thunderstorms by late, seas running 2 feet. For the rest of us, evening thunderstorms giving way to partly cloudy skies, a low near 73. For tomorrow, we'll see sunshine early. Some clouds late and thunderstorms developing, a high near 92 in your 5-day outlook. Pretty nice, looking pretty summer-like as we head through the next 5 days. So because that system is moving away from us, no major changes expected for the 5-day forecast, and that's okay. When we get those tropical systems nearby, we want them moving away,
yes,
not toward us.
So no impact on Florida at this point?
And no, it's not even a tropical system per se, but we'll continue to watch it.
All right,
All right. The battle against the Mediterranean fruit fly continues in Orange County this weekend. This morning, agriculture officials sprayed the pesticide malathion over a 1 square mile area near Zellwood. 60 square miles around that area are under a quarantine. No new medflies have been found in Orange County since July 23rd, but officials in Polk County found a fertile male fly yesterday.
It's called the Brickyard 400, but today it looked more like the Junkyard 400. Greg has the highlights next in sports.
And the kids are going to love this story. There's a new toy store in town, but not just any toy store. It's the biggest one in the country. Details next.
Retiree Mary Galloway loves to relax in her favorite chair, otherwise known as a saddle. Seniors like Mary remind us that retirement isn't just a time to look back on life, but to look forward and to do the things you've always wanted to do. Whether it's write a serious novel or just horse around. Orlando Regional Healthcare System. We know what it means to get better with age. After all, we've been providing health care since 1918.
That's Mom. She's real busy. We tried paper plates to save her from doing dishes, but with some plates, she ended up doing the floor or the laundry. Mom says Chinette leaks too much. Now she buys Dixie. Dixie's 3 layers strong so they won't bend or leak. Dixie can handle anything. Now we can spend more time together. I cleaned that up myself.
Dixie plates, made tough to make life easier.
Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse has come to town. Hey, want to take a look? Come on. Did you notice the prices around the store?
Yes, I did.
What'd you think? How did they compare?
Perfect. Unbelievable.
I mean, it's not called highs.
No, it's not.
It's not called expensives.
This is absolutely fantastic.
That would kind of suggest that the prices are
Low.
low.
We'll beat anybody's price.
Wow. Do low prices work for you?
Every time.
The switch is on to Lowe's Home Improvement Warehouse grand opening going on now.
So this clown comes in.
I was working this birthday party when they ran out.
He comes in looking for ice cream.
Oh, no thanks. I got no time. I never brought the ice cream.
He didn't look happy at all.
There were 26 of them waiting for me to cut the cake.
His face was all grinched up like this.
Serious business.
I felt kind of bad for him.
I got to talk to my agent about
We
this.
gave him Publix premium chocolate and vanilla and cherry nut and tin roof sundae. Every flavor we had, we put in his cart.
Helped me out a great deal.
This was a new experience for me.
I think they'd seen it happen before.
We wanted to make him happy.
In all great meals, the main ingredient is Publix.
The parents have their superstores, and now the kids have one too in Central Florida. FAO Schwarz opened a toy store in Orlando today on International Drive. Folks lined up for the grand opening very early this morning, about 7 o'clock. 3 hours before the store welcomed its first customers, but they say it was worth it.
Why wait in such a long line?
Oh, he has to see Molly. He has to see Molly today.
Is this kind of like Disney? I mean, a big attraction?
Yeah, it's something new for the kids and the grown-up kids also.
With nearly 37,000 square feet of toys and games, this is the largest toy store in the country, and I bet the Wormuth youngsters would like that.
At some point.
Now I've gotten you in trouble, I'm sorry.
And we'll be down. I've got some toys that even FAO Schwarz doesn't have, though.
Really?
These have 700 horses. Race cars.
Yeah,
okay,
wild
right.
one today.
We've got some mini versions, you bet. It's not as big as the Daytona 500, but it is in the rearview mirror and gaining ground. After only 4 years, the Brickyard 400 has overshadowed the Indianapolis 500, and some feel it could surpass the Super Bowl of stock car racing. If that doesn't happen, it will run a close second.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
And it was a nice day for racing at Indy, but some of the guys would have it rain on their parade. That's Derek Cope hitting the wall. Bill Elliott spins to avoid contact, but Michael Waltrip had nowhere to go, hit Cope hard. Everyone was okay. Elliott finished 8th. As for those running up front, it appeared that inaugural winner Jeff Gordon would get his second Brickyard win, but Ricky Rudd in the tied car running 3rd had a trick up his sleeve. The caution flag came out late because of debris on the track. The leaders came in except Rudd, who took a chance. 6 laps left. The driver of the tied car gets another break. Rich Bickle lost control of his KFC car and left his car feeling extra crispy. He was okay, just a bit fried. The race went back to green with 3 laps left, and Rudd had just enough fuel to finish. In fact, he ran out of gas heading towards victory lane. Ricky Rudd leads the final 15 laps, surprising everyone with the win, including himself.
Third, fourth place car today, and they kept digging. In practice the other day, we were a last place car, and they didn't give up. They kept working on this tied whirlpool forward, and I don't know what to say. This is just a shock to me.
All right, here are the rest of the best. There you see Ricky Rudd, who started in 7th. Bobby Labonte started 25th today and finished in 2nd. Dale Jarrett finished where he started. Jeff Gordon came from 24th to 4th. Jeremy Mayfield started 16th and wound up 5th. And Mark Martin of Daytona Beach started 31st and came all the way back to 6th. By the way, Dale Earnhardt continues his losing streak. He wound up 29th today. The Orlando Magic wrapped up their Summer League schedule this afternoon in Salt Lake City on a losing note. Teamed with some players from Minnesota, they lost 80-73. Johnny Taylor scored 13 points and grabbed 7 boards in defeat. The other rookie, Jason Lawson, added 5 points and 4 rebounds. One guy didn't play at all. It's Samal McCaskill. The power forward was released on Friday after playing poorly in Utah. Apparently, the second-year player's progress did not live up to the expectations of Chuck Daly. The 49th player picked in last year's draft did sign a new 1-year deal recently with the Magic, but it is not guaranteed. The Tampa Bay Bucks have all their players under contract and are trying to take advantage of that unique situation. At this time last year, Eric Rhett was holding out. This year, the Gator running back is back and ready to go. Tonight, Rhett and the Bucks host the Washington Redskins at Houlihan Stadium. Rhett, though, is not a sure thing to start in the backfield. He's got some competition from the new kid on the block, Warwick Dunn. But just being in uniform and competing beats what was happening to him at this time last summer.
Everything that's going on, my name's a part of it, you know, so they're trying to definitely get back the good guy image back in the neighborhood, and I'm totally behind that, totally. I'm a hard worker, and I think, you know, I'm just going to go out there and give it all. I'm going to give it my best, you know, trying to earn all the fans that I possibly can back, you know, and that's the only thing I can possibly do.
We'll have highlights from tonight's Bucks-Skins game from Tampa for you on the Highlight Zone at 11:30. The Florida Marlins have turned up the heat on the Braves in more ways than one. Not only is the temperature rising down in South Florida, but so is the pressure cooker. Tonight, they'll try to cut Atlanta's lead to just 4 games with a 3rd straight win over the leaders. Meantime, the former home of the Braves is no more. Look at that. Today, 31-year-old Fulton County Stadium came crumbling down in just seconds. That's just amazing video. 1,600 pounds of explosives did the damage. Thousands watched their second implosion in as many weeks. Of course, last Saturday, the Omni in Atlanta was on the hit list. However, unlike the basketball team, the baseball squad already has their new home, Turner Field, which is right next door. Baseball this afternoon, Houston over New York 6-0. Cincinnati beat San Francisco 5-1. Pittsburgh was a winner over Colorado 6-5. And in the American League, Kansas City gets 5 home runs and beats Boston in the American League 10-3. Off the field, Ryan Sandberg has decided to call it quits again. Today, the Cubs' second baseman said he was hanging it up after this season. You'll recall Rhino stepped down back in '94 but returned in 1996. Sandberg leaves the game as the career home run leader among all second baseman ever to play the game. A local baseball team is celebrating a national championship tonight. They are the Central Florida Bombers, and they won the 14 and under AAU National Invitational Championship at Disney's Wide World of Sports complex today. The Bombers had a no-hitter through 5 2/3 and wound up allowing just 1 hit. They win the title with a 5-zip victory over the South Texas Hitmen. In golf, the ladies are playing the last of their major championships in Ontario, Canada at the Dumaye Classic, and Kelly Robbins is holding on barely. She shot an even par 73. She's at 10 under par. That's good for a 1-stroke lead for Robbins over Brandy Burton and Julie Inkster. And finally, the UCF basketball team is getting set to pack its bags for a trip overseas. The Knights have been invited to play in a college-type tournament in a couple of different countries. Today, they continued their workouts, getting an early start on the rest of the NCAA basketball squads. Central Florida was given special dispensation, if you will, since they are playing in Europe, so they got an early jump on the rest of the college squads. They're going to have some good workouts and, of course, lots of good memories from playing over in Europe. We'll see you guys on the Highlight Zone. We'll have some Bucks highlights. Also, Danny Werfel makes his debut for the New Orleans Saints against the Tennessee Oilers. Kind of tough to say. We'll tell you about that
Hard to
tonight.
get used to that.
All right. Lots of folks in Central Florida are reaching out to help some special kids thousands of miles away. Just ahead, we'll tell you all about their efforts and how you can help.
But first, a look at what's on TV tonight. Prime time, right here on Channel 9.
During Kia's 97 clearance, you can get a Kia Sportage for $199 a month or get $1,000 cash back.
I'm having fun. I'm having fun.
That's money you could use to buy some new underwear. Kia's Gimme the Money 97 clearance ends soon. During Kia's 97 clearance, you can get a Kia Sportage for $199 a month or get $1,000 cash back. Some well-timed pocket money in the event you need to flee the country. Kia's Gimme the Money 97 clearance ends soon.
Clay Espy likes to put in a full day at work, and then a full night.
Listen, Clay, I really need to get some air.
Open a window.
No, I just need to clear my head.
Can't you just jog around the conference table?
No, I'd really rather just go outside.
Deep knee bends always.
Clay!
Sorry. So when a workaholic like Clay wanted another phone line, he needed Bell South Saturday service.
Hey, good, you got my page. Come here.
That and maybe a hobby.
I want to go over these numbers we were working on the other day.
The last time we were here was when I proposed. 10 years. It seems like only yesterday. I told you then how much I loved you, and nothing's changed.
The Diamond Anniversary Band. On your 10th, show her you'd marry her all over again.
Kennedy Space Center invites you to strap in for a look at the past and a glimpse into the future. It's a real big deal.
Last year, Channel 9 broadcast a new special about young children whose lives were changed forever by the Chernobyl nuclear power plant disaster.
And some folks touched by that special have decided to help those children. They're sending thousands of shoeboxes filled with goodies and essentials like soap and toothbrushes. Brevard Community College and the Orlando Fire Department organized the effort. The effort needs money to mail the shoeboxes to the Ukraine. If you'd like to help, you can contact Chris Condon at the Orlando Fire Department. You can mail a contribution to City Hall in Orlando. The zip code there, 32801. We're going to have more on this story tonight on Eyewitness News at 11. That's the news for now. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you back here tonight at 11. World News Saturday is next. Have a good Saturday night.
Good night.
Let's see what you got, and you got a lot. Fresh cut, fresh squeezed, fresh baked, yes please. More choices, low prices. Winn-Dixie is the place.
Save on WD brand beef. Boneless bottom round roast is only $1.48 a pound. A WD Select Lean whole boneless pork loin is just $1.98 a pound, and Pepsi 12 packs are 2 for $5.
More choices, low prices. Winn-Dixie is the place. More choices.
You know what bothers me? The small print in some car dealer advertising. I taped one commercial and wrote down what it said.
All sale price discounts are applicable the day of the advertisement only and are not in conjunction with any other sales events. Payments shown are for lease vehicles with 30% down payment, first monthly payment, security deposit, tax tag, and dealer fees extra. Other restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
It's not good news. I'm glad I went to Orange Buick GMC. They don't try to hide anything from their customers. Sonny King won't allow it. I like that.
Nice place you got here.
Thank you very much.
I hear you're quite an IHOP fan.
IHOP is a state of mind. My official IHOP plate. I'm an omelet man. It's kind of a mystical thing, Cliff. Morning, noon, or night. Link. There it is.
IHOP.
State of mind. Sometimes I'll just have an egg.
I gotta get going, Justin, but it's really been nice.
Now there's a variety of scrumptious omelet feasts, like the ultimate steak omelet, filled with steak, hash browns, and cheese. Or try our delicious new Colorado omelet, all served with our famous buttermilk pancakes.
Cliff!
Win a Kia Sportage, Motorola StarTech cell phone, Tiger Shark personal watercraft, food, and more during the Channel 9 Wet and Wild Hot Summer Days and Nights giveaway. Register today at Domino's Pizza.
Top breeders talk about what they feed their dogs.
My dogs are champions. They love to eat. And when they eat, they love to eat kibbles and bits. Kibbles and bits. We're going to get us some kibbles and bits.
We're gonna get us some Kibbles and Bits. Kibbles and Bits beats pedigree with a taste that's preferred 4-to-1, and it's 100% complete nutrition.
Boys!
From now on, we're gonna get us some Kibbles and Bits. Great taste, complete nutrition. It's gotta be Bits.
Heel.
9 investigates patient abuse at a local rehab Monday at 6 p.m.